Nigeria, like other countries in the world, is faced with a very present health emergency, COVID-19, and countries have since realized that the best way to win this battle is by strengthening the health system, especially access to quality health care. Well, here in Nigeria, the NHIS has been given that mandate, and this afternoon we're being joined by the Executive Secretary and CEO of NHIS, Professor Mohammed Sambo. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. The question is, how has NHIS fared in this COVID-19 era, especially with the attendant challenges?
Yeah, good afternoon, viewers. I want to thank you once again for having me in your studio. You know, COVID comes in an epidemic and pandemic manner. That is to say, it was a disease that was not expected. It was not. There is no any plan for it, at the time when it struck. So normally, when there is an epidemic or pandemic, all the institutions that are responsible for the control of epidemics will come into play. In Nigeria, if you look at the public health arrangement, you have the Federal Ministry of Health at the federal and state level, and you also have the National Center for Disease Control, NCDC, which is an organ responsible for the control of epidemics. If the epidemics is a small one, ordinarily NCDC would have been allowed to handle it to a logical conclusion. But the COVID, not being a novel virus, novel disease, and it came in a very big momentum, there is need for other agencies of the government to come to support in the control and combating these epidemics. Right. And that is why health insurance is not also left out in that process. Mm. When you want to even support in any kind of in any situation of this nature, you have to also realize your core mandate. Mm. The National Health Insurance Scheme is an organ that is responsible for strategic purchasing of healthcare on behalf of the employees or beneficiaries. Right. We have the responsibility to ensure that people have easy access to financial healthcare services. Okay,
Professor Sambo, if I may butt in now, yes. We'll explore some of this mandates, especially enrollment at this very, very critical time. But we need to go to break right now. When we return, it is rush hour for UK travelers as they hurry to get back into the country on time. We'll tell you why in a moment. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. Let's rejoin Professor Mohammed Sambo, the Executive Secretary and CEO of the NHIS. He joins us from our Abuja studio this afternoon. Well, thank you for your patience. Now, we're talking about the roles of the NHIS. Obviously, this pandemic has raised health awareness amongst Nigerians. Now, people take their health more seriously. But it turns out that the NHIS is not enrolling for now, and that's a huge concern. The big question is, why?
NHIS is enrolling for now. Yes, it's enrolling. In fact, by Monday, we have a batch of a lot of enrollees to be enrolled within our ecosystem. Even with the COVID pandemic, NHIS has not ceased enrollment of its prospective enrollees.
Because I'm looking at...
We have not only been doing enrollment, but we have been doing other activities that will deepen the process of combating COVID.
Because this is a statement.
If you look at the role of NHIS during COVID.
Right, in just a moment, please. I want to refer to a statement on your website. And I mean, he gave out some of the protocols for COVID-19 in this area. And he says that in view of the current situation, all enrollment services are suspended till further notice, saying that all NHIS contact numbers should be kept functional. But from that statement, it says that enrollment has been suspended. So I'm thinking, when did enrollment begin again? Because Nigerians want to know.
I think you are referring to a document that came out as the initial stage of COVID, when there was a lockdown. But when there was a lockdown, and nobody knows exactly what was supposed to be going on. But when the things started stabilizing, we continued to enroll. Our ICT system has been patented and is activated for enrollment for public sector as well as private sector. It came at the time when we were actually upgrading our business process, automation of our business process. But the enrollment has continued. We enroll we continue to enroll the new enrollees. We continue to enroll the additional dependents, and we continue to enroll people from public and private sector. Okay. So at the initial stage of COVID, there was a lot of circulars. Professor Sambo, in conformity with protocols that was developed by the by the presidential task force. Okay, but Professor immediately Sambo, after that, some MDS were exempted from being under lockdown. And okay, NHIS was one of the agencies that was exempted. Okay, so we continue our business activities without without further delay. Right. But in the subsequent circular, we ensure that when the enrollment is taking place, all protocols that has to do with COVID prevention are observed, such as social distancing, wearing face masks, and wherever we do our enrollment at state and federal level, we ensure that we abide by that protocol.
Thank you. I keep finding a safe place to come in just to clear the air, because a lot of Nigerians are interested at this time. So what I did was I saw that statement and I was thinking maybe things have changed. So I put a call through to the Lagos scheme this morning, and the information that I still got was that the NHIS is not enrolling for now. So maybe there's some mix-up there. But you might also want to add, I remember the Minister of Health referenced plans for an improved service delivery from the NHIS in light of COVID-19. So I wonder, does it mean that for future, treatments, COVID-19 will be covered by the plan?
You see, it's very difficult because COVID-19 comes in an epidemic. It will come and go, and if it goes, it ceases to be a disease of public health importance. And it is very difficult to be inserted in the benefit package of the National Health Insurance Scheme. Usually, diseases that come in epidemics, they are usually tackled within the public health system of a country, and that is why we have NCDC. That is where we have various departments of public health systems. Right. There are NHIS work on a balanced benefit package. Balanced benefit package in the sense that the public health envisages that some diseases come in epidemics. Right. And if you want to even cost them, it might wipe the little funds that is within the National Health Insurance Scheme. Okay. So, and these epidemics, they are national security issues. They are health security issues, and therefore they are entitled to a special budget if we want to have a very stable society. Because I think that's a great place to anchor. We're talking about health security, and COVID has posed one of the health security challenges. Therefore, there should be adequate budget to take care of it.
Right. We'd like to thank you so much, the Executive Secretary and CEO of NHIS, Professor Mohammed Sambo. Thank you for your thoughts this afternoon.
Yes. Thank you.